Go out, please.
Even before the age of 10, Sania Mirza had heard it all, and she didn't understand any of it. She was just a girl who wanted to play tennis, but life, or more specifically the society she grew up in, seemed determined to put hurdles in her way. She came from a country, India, where tennis was an unusual passion, particularly for girls, and she was a Muslim girl at that. Her religion would be used against her at various points in her career. Fortunately, the young Mirza was fully supported by her parents and school, and had that key blend of determination, work ethic and raw talent. She brushed off the barbs she and her family received, and she took her tentative first steps in the sport. And while she didn't become Martina Hingis, she did set a world record winning streak of 41 matches with the Swiss legend as part of a dominant doubles pairing. That's not to mention her 6 Grand Slam doubles titles and 91 weeks as doubles world number 1. This Hyderabad girl came good. But what makes Mirza special is not just her dedication, ability and remarkable success. She has become an icon beyond her sport, breaking down barriers and fighting for change. The seeds for her feminism in particular were sown in her formative years. I was the first girl in my family to pick up a sport, tennis in particular, she explained in a 2015 interview. It was not a popular sport in India, especially for women. A girl from Hyderabad picking up a tennis racket was unheard of. People used to make fun of my parents, saying, "What do you think, she will become a Martina Hingis?" My mum used to reply, "Yes, I do think she will play Wimbledon one day." People laughed it off. Society had a long list of what a girl should and should not do. People used to worry that I would become dark playing in the sun. Who will marry a dark-skinned girl? I used to find it very odd hearing such statements, even as a kid. We never had a boy in our family. I never felt the need for a brother because my parents never differentiated. My sister and I were never told not to do something that a boy could. The teenage Mirza's self-confidence shone through on court, as she became the first Indian woman to make it past the second round of a Grand Slam by reaching round 4 of the US Open in 2005. The short tennis dress she wore led to a fatwa, an Islamic order, placed on her by a group of clerics who pronounced her attire unbecoming of a Muslim woman. The dress she wears on the tennis courts not only doesn't cover large parts of her body, but leaves nothing to the imagination, cleric Hasib al-Hassan Siddiqui said. She will undoubtedly be a corrupting influence on young women. Mirza later said, "As long as I'm winning, people shouldn't care whether my skirt is 6 inches or 6 feet long." She was also fond of wearing t-shirts with provocative slogans such as, "I'm cute, no shit. You can either agree with me or be wrong," and "Well-behaved girls rarely make history." That last one proved to be a bit of a mission statement for Mirza, whose no-filter attitude, progressive values and refusal to conform to demure Indian femininity put her in the eye of several storms. She accused the All India Tennis Association of using her as bait to appease an unhappy Leander Paes, became a target for politicians after making a prominent ambassadorial role, and at one stage vowed to give up playing in India altogether after a string of personal criticisms of her behaviour. Zee News called Mirza the Queen of Controversies, a saint she's never pretended to be, but when it comes to her run-ins with authority, Mirza has been more sinned against than sinning. Take the row with the All India Tennis Association. Her Grand Slam winning mixed doubles partnership with Mahesh Bhupathi was split up ahead of the 2012 Olympics, with Indian tennis chiefs opting to pair her with Leander Paes for London. It was said that Paes, who was selected with a far less experienced player for the men's doubles, had threatened to boycott the games unless he was also selected for the mixed doubles alongside Mirza. It left a bitter taste with Mirza, who said, "The manner and timing of the announcement reeks of male chauvinism, where a 2-time Grand Slam champion, who has been India's #1 women's tennis player for almost a decade in singles and doubles, is offered in compensation to partner one of the feuding champions purely in order to lure him into accepting to play with a men's player he does not wish to play with. As an Indian woman belonging to the 21st century, what I find disillusioning is the humiliating manner in which I was put up as a bait to try and pacify one of the disgruntled stalwarts of Indian tennis." Her 2010 marriage to Pakistan cricketer Shoaib Malik put her under the microscope even further. In fact, in the year they wed, she was the most searched for female athlete in the world, according to Google. In the lead up to the wedding, India's leading right-wing political party, the BJP, then in opposition, but now in power, had urged Mirza to reconsider her decision to marry a Pakistani. That wasn't the only time she incurred the wrath of the BJP. In 2014, Mirza was appointed brand ambassador for her home state of Telangana. The region's chief minister, Chandrasekhar Rao, called her a daughter of Hyderabad. In response, and in a jibe at her marriage to Shoaib, the BJP's leader in Telangana labelled Mirza a daughter-in-law of Pakistan. It forced Mirza to reaffirm her commitment to India, part of a seemingly continual cycle where she is forced to defend her position from those who stand against her worldview. However tiring it may be for her, Mirza has no problem with speaking up for what she believes in. As a girl, I've been very vocal about what I feel and my words have always come straight from the heart, she said in 2015. While that is great because I am honest and true to myself, and at the end of the day I can sleep on my pillow and my conscience is clear, it doesn't go down well with a lot of people. They don't like a woman being so opinionated and strong-minded and strong-spoken. But hey, that's life, and I wouldn't change it for anything. I know I've been true to myself, and I am where I am today because of it. It shouldn't be forgotten that Mirza has also lauded in huge number, with an adoring Twitter following that exceeds that of Novak Djokovic. Beyond that, her desire to reach people, literally and spiritually, has elevated her to a status that transcends tennis. She was appointed a UN Women's Goodwill Ambassador for South Asia, and in 2016 was named in Time magazine's list of the 100 most influential people in the world. Mirza was on the Icons section, alongside Leonardo DiCaprio, Adele and Usain Bolt. Her citation was written by India cricket legend Sachin Tendulkar, who said, "Sania's confidence, strength and resilience reach beyond tennis. She has inspired a generation of Indians to pursue their dreams and to realise that they can also be the best." But she has also experienced the price of being the best. When you are a hero to a nation of 1 billion people, everyone wants a piece of you. And when you are a Muslim in a majority Hindu country, a woman in an often patriarchal society, an Indian married to a Pakistani, and above all, a success with it, you'll make a few enemies along the way. Yes, it is difficult to be a Sania Mirza in this country, she said in 2014. I think a lot of controversies that I faced in my career was because I am a woman. Had I been a man, I could have avoided some of the controversies. Luckily, Sania Mirza is no ordinary tennis player and no ordinary person.